Have you noticed more people being angry around you or frustrated or impatient, especially when you're communicating with them and they become more argumentative? Or maybe you've noticed yourself becoming more argumentative. Well, it's interesting how we can be like this, right? And anger is something that is interesting because it's got a constructive aspect to it, doesn't it? And the constructive aspect of anger is it propels us to do something, to take action. The destructive part of anger is when we take it out on someone, we physically harm someone, or we emotionally, verbally abuse someone, and where our words turn into swords. We're sarcastic, we're argumentative, we're not listening. We think we're listening, but we really aren't. And it's interesting to observe this, isn't it? Especially when we decide that we're going to change the way we communicate. And this last week, I was working on a project with a plant, Calendula, we say in French, or Calendula, you say in English. And the common name in French is souci, which means problem. And as I was working with this in this new formulation I was developing for a client, I found this sack of petals of calendula or calendula, as we see here. And I made myself a cup of tea. And as I drank the tea, I felt it really soothing me. And I thought about how when I first was in the Flower Essence Practitioner course, and we were talking about calendula, but I said calendula. I'm dyslexic, so I mispronounce words all the time. And so it's not unusual. And it's frustrating when you mispronounce words, because people say, oh, you're well educated, you're an author, you're a teacher, so can't you just practice the words? Well, it's not so simple when you're dyslexic like that. You can practice and practice and practice, and sometimes you'll get it down, and then the next time you say it, you'll totally mess it up like you did before. So you've just got to accept yourself and be gentle with yourself, just like these flower petals of calendula. They are so soft and gentle. And the flower essence of calendula help us to be better listeners and be more receptive. It brings in this radiant light into your solar plexus, which is such a powerful thing to help us make space within ourselves so we can listen better to others. What are they really saying to me? How is it that I can be more receptive to how they're communicating with me? And if I'm softer with them, how are they going to relate back to me? Are we going to be as argumentative as we've been before? Well, with the softness and the warmth and the receptivity of this beautiful flower petals that are made into a flower essence. Remember, a flower essence is where you put the petals of the flower when it's in perfect bloom into water, and the sun infuses the energy of the calendula or calendula flower into that water. And then you take it. Here is the Calendula or Calendula Flower Essence. And then you take that. And it works on your energy field. And it helps you be more receptive, be a better listener, be more accepting and appreciative of others when they're communicating with you. So this is a very valuable natural health remedy. Calendula, calendula. And what you do is you just take 4 drops under your tongue or put 4 drops in your cup of tea, like I have here, my calendula tea. And you take it 4 times a day, underneath your tongue, in the morning, mid-morning, at lunch, and in the evening before you go to bed. You cannot believe the change that it has made in my life by using this flower essence. And I hope that you will experience the softness, the gentleness, the warmth, and the receptivity that calendula or calendula brings into your energy field and into your life, so you can communicate better with your spouse, your children. This is something to really use. You can use with teenagers. It's great to use with teenagers. Because sometimes with teenagers, I want to go here, and you're telling them no, and they're arguing back the reasons why, and you're trying to tell them, no, you can't go because of this reason, and it becomes a big dispute. Well, calendula can be something that can be very, very helpful for them and for you. Teenagers are learning to be independent of their family. And so, going out and doing these things is something that they think helps their independence. It does in some way. It's just sometimes you can't allow them to do it. And there needs to be discussions around these kinds of things. And with our spouses, with people we work with. Maybe we're having lots of arguments, we're disagreeing, and we're getting stuck on an issue, and the other person is stuck on an issue too. And we can't compromise, and it's stopping a project from going forward. Calendula or calendula can help you with that. So I'm very excited to share this with you for our September health forecast. I can't wait to see all your comments, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, that you also subscribe to our newsletter, which is our health forecast once a month, and check out our website at www.lorriehargis.com. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the radiant warmth of calendula or calendula. Don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir.